Hey guys, welcome to this video. We're going to talk about evictions and a statement that just came out today from the FTC and the CFPB. My name is John Watts. I'm a consumer protection lawyer, and we put videos out like this every day. If you're not subscribed, feel free to subscribe so you can know about these videos, and hopefully you will find them very helpful. All right, let's look at the text here. So we've got the acting chairwoman of the FTC and the acting director of the CFPB, and they put out this joint statement. And it says, in the ongoing economic and public health crisis, millions of American families are at risk of losing their homes. So there's a CFPB report that says there are over 8.8 million tenants that are behind on rent. And this is primarily people of color, primarily Black and Hispanic families. So, all right, that's just a statement of fact. Now, this next paragraph is going to talk about what governments have tried to do about this. So federal, state, and local governments have put in place protections against evictions to keep people in their homes and stop the spread of COVID. So research has shown eviction moratoriums save lives, and the CDC, Centers for Disease Control, extended the federal moratorium on evictions by 3 months. Unfortunately, there are reports that major multi-state landlords, and so what they're talking about is not necessarily, you rent from Bob Smith and he's got a townhouse that you rent, but these companies that own tons of apartments and even big companies that own lots of single-family homes, that would be included as well. And so major multi-state landlords are forcing people out of their homes despite the government prohibitions or before tenants are aware of their rights. Depriving tenants of their rights is unacceptable. Many of the tenants at risk of eviction are older Americans and people of color who already experience heightened risk from COVID-19. So they're saying, look, guys, we have these protections in place. CDC just expanded the time period to prevent these evictions. And so, this is what's happening. And so here's the kind of the warning that the FTC and the CFPB are giving to landlords. Staff at both agencies will be monitoring and investigating eviction practices, particularly by major multi-state landlords, eviction management services, private equity firms. So let me just explain that. There are these companies, just billions of dollars have been spent buying up tons of, it could be townhouses, condos, but even single family, set apart homes. And then they're renting those. Well, they say, well, we're not a property management company. We're just a big equity firm that's bought up a bunch of real estate. Yeah, but you're renting these and they're issuing sort of directives to their property management companies like, get these people out, kick them out. We don't care about the CDC. We don't care about federal moratoriums. We don't care about state, local, county. None of that do we care about. Just get these people out. So we can either sell the house because, real estate prices are going up, or get in a new renter, big security deposit, high credit scores, things like that. All right, so going back to the text here. They want to make sure that these multi-state landlords, eviction management, private equity firms, to ensure they're complying with the law. Evicting tenants in violation of the CDC, state, or local moratoria, or evicting or threatening to evict them without apprising them of their legal rights may violate prohibitions against deceptive and unfair practices, including the FDCPA, Fair Debt Collection Practices Act, and Federal Trade Commission Act. We will not tolerate illegal practices that displace families and expose them, and by extension all of us, to grave health risk. So, understand this. The CFPB and the FTC have broader powers than consumer lawyers have, than consumers have, to bring claims. It's a little broader standard to say this is unfair, this is deceptive. So we might look at something and say, hey, we're going to have a hard time sort of bringing a private lawsuit for that. But the FTC doesn't have that same limitation. CFPB doesn't have that same limitation. And frankly, for this type of stuff, if somebody's evicting you in violation of the CDC order, violation of local, state, or federal orders, then you are going to have a good claim against them. But just keep in mind, if you're being threatened with this, I would do two things. Number one, definitely notify the FTC and the CFPB. Hey, this is what's happening. And look, they are really focused in on, Are you a person of color? Are you an older person? Is there something about you that makes you maybe more vulnerable to this? Well, definitely let them know. Obviously, don't lie about it. Let them know the truth. Second thing is get with a consumer lawyer in your state and say, hey, here's what I'm facing. Do I have the right to bring a claim against this big company, this big apartment complex, whoever it is that's doing this to you? And so I hope that this is helpful to you, and good luck with everything, and I will catch you in the next video. Okay, bye-bye.